morning, bonjour to our partners in IESEG. And hopefully that everyone is in good and healthy conditions. And this is really exciting because finally today, the Virtual International Week 2020 is officially started. And before we start, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Miki. Now I'm the Assistant Manager of International Partnership. And in today's sessions, I will be your host. And it's really such an honor for me to welcome you to the info session, Study at IESEG School of Management. So International Week with theme Globally Engaged through Study Abroad aims to give the information regarding our partners, such as the program that offered by our partners and also like student exchange. And now I would like to thank to our partner from IESEG School of Management France, Ms. Nikki Manning as International Service Coordinator, who will be our speaker today. And I would like to thank to International Office Universitas Pertamina teams. First is Pak Budi Wescipto, PhD, as the Vice Rector of Research Development at Partnership of Universitas Pertamina. Mrs. Arianti Sarwono, PhD, as Manager of International Partnerships, and also Ms. Vidya and Ms. Safira as the Project Management Officer of International Office. And lastly, I would like to thank to all the students who joining these info sessions. So before we start, I would like to invite the Vice Rector, Pak Budi Wescipto, PhD, to give us an opening remarks. The floor is yours, Pak.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nikki, for attending these international weeks. This is the opportunity for you, for us, to get to know more. I know that we've been having a partnership for maybe 4 years now. Your students were here last time. Unfortunately, because of this pandemic, they had to go home earlier. The same for our student. He had to go home because of the pandemic. But you know, we are expecting that we can continue this exchange in the future, and we are hoping that this pandemic is at least lessened, if it's not over, in the future. So I think there are interested students. I believe almost 30 students are coming and attending this session today. And I'm expecting that the students can ask all the questions we have, you know, to erase your doubt, you know, when you go to IESEG. I believe IESEG, well, I've been there, so I know that IESEG is a very good school, you know, and it has two campuses in Paris and in Lille, right? In Paris is practically in the business district, so very close to everywhere. I mean, the important buildings, important companies is right in the not in the middle of Paris, but it's the middle of one of the big business district in Paris. And then Lille is also very attractive. It's a smaller city, but it's not small. Very historical, you know, very comfortable for studying. It has facilities there. Of course, shopping malls and entertainments are there. So I believe it's a good opportunities for students to be there, to study there at least for 1 semester, so you can gain experience. Okay, internet experience is very important for students, because our motto is be global leaders. If you want to be a global leader and you've never been abroad, that's not quite global yet. Okay, so that's why it's very important to gain international experience somehow, have interaction, and have experience not only in the classroom, but more importantly outside the classroom. You can explore the cities, the country, and since in Europe, you can. I saw that our students, when they were studying there, they also went to other countries in Europe. That's wonderful, because they learn different cultures. And number two, they can be friends with other students coming from different countries as well. And then that is network, because you never know what they're going to be. You know, they could be a president, they could be prime minister, It could be a big businessman or businesswoman. Who knows? It happens, and I saw that happens. So I believe this is very important session, and please to our students, take advantage of this. Ask questions when you are not clear. If you are curious with particular things like the living expenses, the city itself, how to get there, for example, so that you know. Well, of course, I know, in this pandemic, parents are concerned. Okay, so if your parents are around near you and they have questions as well, please ask. Okay, they can ask through you or they can ask directly, no problem. Because I'm a parent too, so I know the concern, and I make these sessions because I know what parents want to know. They want to see Miss Nikki Manning directly, and ask question directly, and not ask us because we don't know completely, and they want to know the host, from IESEG itself, so they can ask whatever they want as long as Miss Nikki is here. So I believe again, please use the opportunity before you make decisions to go to IESEG, clarify everything from cost, from the lifestyle, the travel there, and then the pandemic and everything. Hope you can get the information. So good luck for the session, and then enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Budi, for the opening remarks. So I would like to inform that we will do the lucky draw to choose the lucky participants to be the winner of the door prizes. So all you have to do is just listen carefully, ask your questions, and then your name will be automatically included to lucky draw. So this evening we have our special guest, and she will let us to get closer and to know more and give us information about the study at IESEG School of Management. So without any further ado, please welcome Ms. Nikki Manning. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, first of all, let me welcome everybody that has joined us today. It's a real honor for me to do this. I'm really, actually, in a way, we always think about things being negative with the COVID, but in fact, the COVID has enabled us to become perhaps more connected in the way that we can do this by Zoom now, which perhaps in the past we might not have thought of doing, which is so let's take it in a positive way. As I said, I said to you already, but to the students, nice to meet you, everybody. We have two campuses, and we have a campus in Lille, which we've already talked about, and we have the both of campuses actually, and we have a campus in La Défense. And La Défense is not in the center of Paris, but it is a very, very important district. It's the biggest business district in France. So our campus, where I come from, where I work, that is in that district. But we have an international relations team, of course, on both campuses. Our international relations teams are made up of people from all different origins. As I already said to Miki and Safira, I am British, but I have been in Paris, France, for 37 years. So which means I came there when I was 2. No, not at all. But, so I know all about the French culture, the French way of life, and I, of course, know what it is to arrive in a country, in a totally new place, when you're feeling really lonely, lost, and so I know what are your students' needs, and you students, everything you need to know, and we prepare you perfectly for this. In the Paris team, we are quite a few members in the international relation teams, but we have a very big international team. But let's talk about international relations for the moment, because the international relations team are the people that are there to help you. Now, we have, in the international relations team, I've got a general presentation from IESEG, but when we receive the students, usually we receive the students with International Week. But as you know, for now, face-to-face International Week cannot take place. So we do it online. And believe me, it's very good. We tested it out in September, and I can tell you that the students can all join us online, and it's just as good as, well, it's not as much fun as when we do our integration week on face-to-face, but as nice as possible and as friendly as possible doing it by Zoom. So for January, it will be in Zoom, a Zoom International Integration Week. So in our international team, we have different members of the team who are dedicated to different tasks. Basically, myself, Nikki Manning, I am like the mother for all the students because I do a bit of everything. I suppose I'm the mother for the students because I'm not only a mother, but I'm a grandmother. So I know what it's all like, as we were saying earlier, how students are worried, their parents are very worried. What do they do if they get lonely? What do they do if they don't know where to go, if they need a doctor, if they need advice, if they're not feeling good? So that personal side of things, that is what, I'm not only in charge of that, but they can feel to come and see me whenever. Now they are meeting me. So I'm the person that is always the person that people come to when they have not just problems, but they want to talk or they want to exchange something private or something nice or talk about. So that I'm the bit of the mum of the team. And the other members come from all over the world. They're all perfectly, obviously bilingual, trilingual, etc. The head of the international team is Pascal Amé. He's from Belgium. Marta Vasquez, that you've probably met in the past, is from Portugal. Rodica Donos, who is in my office, she is from Moldova. Anybody heard of Moldova? She's from Moldova. We have Elena, who's from Russia. We have people from Africa, we have people from all over the world, which is nice, it's fantastic. So we've all lived this moving into and from another country, and that's something we know how the students feel about leaving home, being so far away and finding their bearings. Now, with regards to finding our bearings, in the international relation teams, we have people in charge of housing. That's Rodica Donos, but we will send you a presentation. Perhaps I will think about how to send you a presentation so that you know who to, but this is what you learn when we do the Zoom presentation for Integration Week, okay? So Rodica Donos, from Moldova. She is the person in charge of housing. Elena Delors, who is married to a Frenchman, that's why she has a French surname. She is from Russia, and she deals with all the administrative side and the visas. Now, I know that your students are quite worried about the administrative side of doing their visas and confirming their visas, but don't worry, Elena is in charge of that, and she does a fantastic presentation during Integration Week, the Integration Day, and she tells you on a Zoom presentation how to confirm your entry, what you need to do to confirm your visas, and if you have any visa problems, she is the person to contact. She also deals with something called housing subsidies. Now, a very great bit of news for your students is that the French government provide housing subsidies for international students. So this is a means for you to help you to have extra benefits to live in France, because life in France, the cost of living is very expensive. Now, there is a difference of cost of living when you go to the Lille campus or the La Défense campus, the Paris campus. La Défense and Paris, the cost of living is much higher than it is in Lille. Lille is a small town, and of course, if you want to make decisions which campus to go to, if you have a budget issue, which is the case quite often for all our international students, then maybe you need to consider perhaps the fact that perhaps Lille is a better choice. But don't forget, Lille is 1 hour train ride on the super rapid train from Paris. 1 hour. So it's super to get to Paris. That's no big deal. Perhaps that's, if you come to the Paris campus, it's a very big campus. It's a brand new building. And this building is in La Défense. And La Défense is the building, is the business district. And it's quite expensive, but we have some partnerships with different places for housing. So we have some excellent relationships with different student housing companies where we can find you housing either in Lille or housing around the La Défense district. La Défense is not the Paris center, it is a suburb. So we have contracts with housing companies, with student housing accommodation. So it's usually affordable. It's expensive, but it's affordable. But you will have help. We also have private contractors, which are individuals who live in the Paris area or in this near the campus to be able to find you private housing. Okay, so all of our team are there to help you to get your benefits. Yes, I was muted. Sorry about that, everybody. Can you hear me now? Okay. So we are members of our team are always on the campus. For the moment, no. With regards to COVID, unfortunately, nobody is on the campus, but we're always available either by mail or either by Zoom, etc. What I think I will do now, if you think, what do you think, Safira and Miki, is that I do my general presentation about IESEG? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can everybody see the presentation?
Yes, you can see.
Cool. Let's go. Okay. Slideshow. I need to just see if I need the full page. No. Hide show present from one slide. Here we go. Everybody can hear me? Okay, and everybody can see the slideshow. Okay, so first of all, as I said, I'm very pleased to meet you, and I would like you to with me discover IESEG School of Management. Now, many of you might be saying, oh, how do I say this? Well, it's like, we say in French, IESEG, IESEG. That's very difficult for you guys to say. So quite honestly, to help you to know how to say it, you just think of yes, as in the opposite of no, and egg. So yes, egg. So that's how you say IESEG. IESEG. Okay, so IESEG is an innovative and engaged school to face the challenges of a society. That's our motto. Now, let me introduce you to the dean of the school. We're not going to spend a lot of time talking about the dean, but I think you need to know that the dean has been at the school for over 30 years. 30 years. So that means our dean knows a lot about IESEG. And why does he also know a lot about IESEG? Is because he was from IESEG School of Management, and he also was at La Sorbonne, where he has a PhD in international economics from La Sorbonne, the very famous and prestigious university. Now, IESEG school is what's called a school from the Grande École. Now, we always talk about the Grande École, and it's not very easy for you to understand what is the Grande École. Well, the Grande École is the elite schools in France, and this team of elite schools was actually founded during the times of Napoleon. So we're talking about a very, very long time ago that this was, it was a different number of, at the time, of engineer schools that they were all trained, and this became the prestigious, these engineer schools were gathered together, and they became the elite schools called, which they then called at the time La Grande École, les écoles La Grande École. So this is a very elite and prestigious award, and IESEG is part of les Grandes Écoles. There are many different Grandes Écoles nowadays in France, but we are part of this Grande École elite system. Okay, so our vision, of course, it's very important for you to know that our vision is to be a unique international hub, empowering change makers for a better society. That is our motto. Okay, now the international dimension is very, very important. It's essential for IESEG, and we're very renowned for this international dimension. We are an international intercultural community. Programs are entirely taught in English, it's essential. And we have, which is very important, an international research hub and network, and cultural intelligence and training. Now, our values, it's the acronym, accomplishment, responsibility, integrity, solidarity, and engagement, which is, like most universities, very important. Now, let me give you some key figures. Now, it's very important that you know that the dimension of IESEG, we have 6,100 students, including 1,000 executive managers. Now, that means 10,000 graduates for the alumni. Okay, so talking about the alumni, that's 6,100 current students, 1,000 executive managers, which makes 10,000 graduates. Now, talking about the faculty of Lille and Paris combined, 162 permanent professors from 47 different countries. Now, as you know, that's the international dimension, but don't let us forget that it's really important that we also welcome 90 other visiting professors from international institutions worldwide. So they're from from our partner institutions, and that's very important as well. And with regards to partners, we have an enormous and a fantastic high end, of course, because you're included in our partnership, 306 partner universities worldwide in 75 countries. That means that's enormous, and most of them are either triple accredited or double accredited. So that's really important. And we also have 2,500 partner companies that we work with. That means top French companies, the banks, all different types of consultants. You know that, of course, EY which, as you know, with Ernst & Young is now known as EY, Société Générale, which is the top French bank, and of course many, many more, including Publicis, which you know is for marketing and advertising, and of course KPMG. Okay, let's go on a bit. I don't want to bore you with everything. So as I told you, with regards to faculty, it's really important that you know that we have the 162 permanent professors, and of course, 77% of them are from 47 different countries. That's once again the international dimension. And we also have, as I said, those 90 visiting. So when they come to visit, they can come for 1 week, they can come for a month, and we even have some who come for 6 months to join us. One, for instance, very interesting visiting professor comes from Hawaii. So it's really fantastic, this international dimension. Now, and a very important thing you must know about IESEG is that we are really renowned for our research. It's really important. And as you can see, we have a research laboratory associated with the French National Center for Scientific Research, which is the CNRS. And this is really the #1 worldwide research department from France. Okay, let's move on. Now, we will talk about accreditations and rankings, because we will talk about IESEG's accreditations. We will talk very quickly about the 2 campuses. We already did that, but we go into it with pictures. It's easier to see. And the exchange opportunities. Today, we're going to talk mostly about exchange opportunities. And yes, we do have, as I mentioned already, help for you for housing and help for you about life on the campus. Okay, let's go to the accreditations and rankings at IESEG. So, our different labels. So, as you can see, the accreditations and its programs are recognized by several French and international bodies, as you know them very well, guaranteeing the school's excellence. I know we say it, we keep saying it, but we're proud that we have all the different crowns that we have. We are triple crowned. We have EQUIS accredited, we have AACSB accredited, and AMBER. So we are accredited by the French Ministry of Higher Education and Research, and we are, as I mentioned earlier, the famous member of the Conférence des Grandes Écoles, the Grande École, which I explained to you was established by Napoleon for the top French higher education schools. And I would like to talk to you very, very quickly about a new award that we've just received. And this is really important for you, exchange students. We have been awarded by Campus France, which is a worldwide label for Welcome to France, the certification label. Very quickly, let's talk about this label. This label means that we have been recognized and awarded as being the top quality for our services on an international level at international relations. That means what? That means that we have been accredited, we have won this award for our total dedication to international students for higher education. And we have been awarded with the 3 stars, which is the maximum stars you can get for this award. Now, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means that we've been awarded with regards to services. So as I said, our welcome, our structures, the different structures, the help that we give you, the help we give you for your housing, the help they give you with your visas, the help we give you to living in a totally new culture on an international level, and to help you to find yourself around in Paris. Bienvenue means welcome to France. The actual word is called bienvenue, which means welcome. You need to know this saying. We will always say to you, bienvenue, welcome to France. We're going to help you acclimatize to the different mentalities that we have in Europe, because I know I've been to Indonesia and you're very kind, warm, lovely people. But the Europeans, and especially in these big cities, can be cold, and it can be hard to acclimatize to this new environment, this new international, this new European environment where people are quite sometimes very busy and not ready to help you. So IESEG, International Relations team, and everyone else at IESEG, in the also in the studies department, everyone, we have had this award because we help people to orientate themselves for their studies and for acclimatizing to life in these big cities. Okay, so let's move on. Now, let me just give you some of the rankings we've been telling you about, the accreditations. We have been awarded by the Financial Times as the 32nd amongst the best master's management in the world. And as you all know very well the Financial Times, and we're also the 7th, we've been ranked the 7th best among the best masters in management in French business schools. Okay, you know The Economist, with it being awarded the 20th Masters in Management, in America Economia, the 38th, in the global MBA ranking. And I'm not going to go through all of them, but one of the most important parts for you, for Asia concerning, we have been ranked in the Shanghai Global Ranking of Academic Subject for Social Sciences. Okay, as we mentioned earlier, let's look at the campus. Let's have a good look at what they look like, what these cities look like. Okay, now, Lille is the one on the top. You can see it's a beautiful old town. It is absolutely beautiful little town. It's a town that really, it's on, you'll be able to get around really easily. I don't come from Lille, but I can get around there. And the bus system is super good. And even you can walk around. As you can see, it's pretty old. The town center is beautiful. It really is beautiful. So that's a nice cultural side of things. And also I said, it's only 1 hour ride in the fast train from Paris. And the campus is walking distance from the city center, which is super. So you can also benefit. We're part of the Catholic University of Lille, Catholique de Lille, l'Université de Catholique de Lille. So we are part of this institution. We are linked to this institution, so you can benefit from this beautiful old university. The Lille campus is not in an old, but it's a beautiful campus. It's getting bigger and bigger every day. So for Lille, we have 22,500 square meters in 5 separate buildings. So that's a lot of buildings, but they're all connected. And we're working on something superb, more and more building up the connections, easier connections between the buildings. And we have lecture halls, computer rooms, cafeteria, libraries. By the way, that's accessible 24 hours a day. 7 days a week, which is not the case in Paris, so that's super. We have a trading room and an incubator. Now, with regards to Paris, as you can see from this picture, you can see this big arch. Now, our Paris campus, we have 2 buildings, and one of the buildings is in this arch building, which is a very famous, prestigious building for Paris. It's outside Paris. It's in the, as I said, it's in the professional district. It's not in the heart of Paris. So, but no worries, to get to the heart of Paris, the city center, it's literally 20 minutes away on the fast train. And we have a metro system, a fantastic transport system in Paris. It's one of the best in the world. I can tell you, compared to British system, I really prefer the French system. And so we have these 2 buildings in La Défense, this international business district, which is quite shocking at first, but in Indonesia, you also have very big districts, but you can get to Paris very easily. And as I said, I go back to you about housing. We have partnerships with housing, different housing centers, student housing buildings, where we can find you the best possible housing. It's the best possible, but it's not as, I think it's expensive. I'm warning you from now. Housing in Paris, in the Paris region, is expensive, but you get the benefits. We'll talk about that later. Now, in Paris, it's 16,000, the Paris campus, which is in La Défense, the suburb. It's 6,500 square meters, and there's 3 buildings. The 2 buildings that concern you is the one in this picture, and a brand new building is absolutely superb, where I am and my team is. And we have a small cafeteria, lecture halls, beautiful lecture halls, computer rooms, behavioral lab, and of course the library, which is not open 24 hours like in Lille. Now, the Lille campus, as I said to you already, is a historical campus. As you saw the beautiful picture, it was established in 1964. So the school was founded in Lille. Okay, there's 20,000 square meters, and those 6 buildings that are interconnected. We had a fantastic renovation extension project, which started in 2018 and 19, and it will be finalized in 2022. It's by Trace Architects, an engineer. It's absolutely superb. We had a fantastic meeting about that last week, and I can tell you it's going to be called the Ayasec Village. And I've never seen anything like it. It's really beautiful. And so for any students that will join us in the future years, I think you will really, really be surprised how it's a sustainable campus. And that's fantastic. Triple glazing reinforced in the green roof. The green roof is, of course, those these specific, I don't know if you probably heard of them, the vegetable walls, the vegetable roofs. So it's a human-sized campus. There's a more personal feeling to this campus. It's a more, I think, because most students don't live in Lille, they've come from elsewhere. So there is a really home feeling, a human-sized feeling to this campus. Okay. Now, our Lille campus is equipped with a library, as I told you, amphitheaters, classrooms, multimedia rooms, trading rooms, and a very big cafeteria. That's super important for you guys. Now, the Université catholique de Lille, which we mentioned earlier, IESEG is a member of the Lille Catholic University, which is the #1 private university in France. It was founded in 1875 at the heart of the city. And it's a rich intellectual environment. As I told you, it's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. So you would definitely want to visit this. 5 faculties, 20 school institutes, and Grande École, which is us, and a hospital group and 200 student associations. Right, the areas, I won't go into it, law, management, humanities, etc. So it's an establishment of 34,600 students, including 6,200 international students. It's a good result. So this is that we are part of this member of this Lille Catholic University. Okay. Very quickly, I told you that there are different buildings. And as you can see from this slide, they are all very near to each other. They're connected. There's nothing more than 5 minutes maximum walk between all the different campuses. And, but it's, so there you go. We won't go into that. Once you get there, you might find it difficult, but it's not at all. If I can get around, anybody can get around because I'm not from Lille. Okay, so as you can see, Lille, despite this beautiful fact that it's a beautiful old city, it's a young and dynamic city. So don't get worried about, but it's culture, it's beautiful, historic, but it's really dynamic for students. So it's the 3rd largest student city in France, which is amazing because France has many beautiful cities, but this one has been awarded the 3rd largest student city, which for you guys is fantastic. And it's the 4th largest city in France. It's the 2nd in France for international corporate headquarters. So there's that international dimension again. We don't lose that dimension. And we already said it's a direct train. I said it was 50 minutes, 1 hour, but look, in fact, it's 50 minutes. So you can join other European capitals, 5 other European capitals from Lille, direct, like England, the south of France, Netherlands, etc., etc. It's a very good location. Okay. Now let's go on to the Paris campus, which is my campus, and we called it La Défense because La Défense is the suburb of Paris. It's located next to the capital. Paris is a major source of culture. As you know, the capital is the major source of culture. I don't know if anybody of you guys have already been to Paris, but as I told you, I'm British. I went there 38 years ago saying, oh, I'll just stay 6 months, a year, who knows? 38 years later, hello, I'm still there. So as you know, it's well known for its culture, history, food, everything. Paris was ranked as one of the first in the best student cities in 2014, 15, and 16. So, talking about the campus, as I told you, those 2 beautiful buildings, well, mostly there is over 1,004,000 square meters. It's pretty big. So the new building that I'm in, there should be, I don't know if there's a picture, I'll see it in a minute, I hope so. We inaugurated the building in September 2017. Goodness, it's already 3 years. And as I told you, it's in La Défense, Europe's first business district with 1,500 companies, including headquarters that we talked about already. Okay, now, as you can see, our Paris campus is equipped with amphitheaters, classrooms, multimedia rooms, a trading room, a library, cafeteria. Now, if you look at that little, the middle picture here, you can see the big arch, this famous building because it's renowned, because it is directly in line with the Arc de Triomphe. It is the modern arch, the arc, and it is directly, when you go to the top, you can go there, you can go up there where that canopy is, and you can see right into Paris, and you can see it's directly in line with the Arc de Triomphe. Now, the new modern building is that little white building at the bottom here, where you can see the IESEG logo. And that's that brand new building that most of your lessons will be in that building. Okay, so as you know, all about Paris, not go into it very a lot, but for those of you that adore culture, and it's a multicultural city. As you know, Paris is the capital. It's renowned for culture, history, food. Food is very big issue in France. Of course, fashion, but food it's the most amazing place to discover all different foods. And by the way, I would like you to know that we also have a district, a Chinese district. I know you're not Chinese, I'm just saying, but in that district, we have hundreds and hundreds of different Asian restaurants, and there are Indonesian restaurants, there are every type of restaurants, there are many supermarkets in this Asian district, and you can get every food from every country in the world, so that you can do your own cooking. And I know how important your home cooking is. I know it, so I'm telling you, I can tell you exactly where that place is. I can give you all that kind of information so that you don't feel lost. You can go and get your food and you can cook it yourself. Okay, so as you know, Paris is richly cultural. a historical base, and also, you know, it's a political and economical center of France with 6,500 years of history, 27 million visitors. That's a lot. That was in 2009. As you know, at the moment, I couldn't even tell you this, how many visitors there are in Paris, not a lot. Okay, and it's fantastic for you to be able to reach all the rest of Europe, which we already mentioned at the beginning of this session. It's been ranked as one of the best student cities in 2014, 15, and 16, but now Lille is very well ranked. And I can tell you that to get to anywhere else in Europe is a question of a few hours. France is quite a big country, but we have this fantastic fast train system, and you can get to the Côte d'Azur, which is the French Riviera, within 4 hours, which is over 1,200 kilometers away. So you can get to the skiing, you can go skiing, you can go to Spain in these fast trains, you can go to the French Riviera, you can go to Lille, you can go to, as you know, we've got the Eurostar from the north of Paris straight to London in 2 hours and a quarter. You can get, so it's a hub, it's an opening to all of Europe, and of course any other country in the world. Okay, so this is a very quick look at Paris, and you can see from in the center that you have what here, and you can see the famous Notre Dame, and then the Louvre, and then you can see the Arc de Triomphe. And if you go directly left, straight in one dimension, directly, you can see our campus, IESEG, at La Défense. So you can see it's straight in line, completely aligned with the center of Paris. And there is a metro, the famous Parisian metro. There is a fast train that goes directly there. And there is also the metro to get on and off to see the whole of Paris. You are connected as I said, the transport system is superb. And we will give you a presentation on the different means of transport and the best way to buy your transport tickets to get your best deal. Okay, so as I said, we are mainly concerned with you guys because you're interested on our exchange program. We have on bachelor, we are the Grande École system, which we mentioned already. We have in France, in IESEG Grande École, you have 3 years on the bachelor level. So we provide students with a high level of general management during these 3 years. As you know, students gain knowledge in management disciplines, accounting, finance, human resources, international business. And then after those 3 bachelor years that our students spend to get the Grande École diploma, the diploma takes 5 years. So it's 3 years doing the bachelor level, and then it's followed by 2 years on the master level. And at IESEG, you do not get the diploma, the Grande École diploma, unless you do the total of 5 years. Some of our students join us only on master level. They've been to another institution, but they have to have already a bachelor, and then they have to do another 2 levels on master level. But the main IESEG students do 5 years, okay? So the exchange course officer, it's very important that you will be, we were talking about international relations, but let me tell you that we have the international exchange team are there to help you, to orientate you for your studies. This is important. It's very, very important that you have the international relation teams for all about everyday life. And then you have the international exchange officers who will do a presentation for you guys. So don't worry about it. They will tell you how to get in touch with them. They will tell you all about the different credits that you need, your workload, your availabilities, which classes you can do, which ones you're accepted to. There are 2 people on the Paris campus and 2 people on the Lille campus. uniquely dedicated, devoted to you guys to be able to show you how to choose your courses. And if you have any problems with your courses, with your credits or whatever, or overlapping or anything you have, they are dedicated to you. So on your academic level, you're totally helped. You're backed up. Don't worry, just don't throw you in on the E. They are specifically devoted to that. Okay, so I'm not going to go into this, it's pretty long. So basically, as we mentioned earlier, you have all the different cycles, the first year cycle, the second year cycle, and the third year cycle on a bachelor level. And you also have the 2 years on the master's cycle level. But I don't want to, it's already been quite long, so you're going to get very bored soon, so let me go on. So these are academic calendar. So our second semester starts in spring 2021, and this one begins in January and finishes in May. Usual arrival date is the first week of January, and that's when we have integration week. And I am in charge of integration week. So I am the person that puts together all of our international week for our exchange students and our also our postgraduate exchanges and PGE students. I deal with that, and during that integration week, that's the week that you get, normally you come to the campus, it's face-to-face, but as I mentioned already, it will be Zoom in January. And we do exactly the same thing we would do except for we don't offer you any breakfast, is we do it on Zoom, unfortunately. But usually we offer you a super breakfast, you integrate with the students, but you will get the opportunity to do that, I'm sure, as soon as we're out of this terrible COVID situation. So we have this orientation week, this integration week, which usually starts, which in this the following January will start on the 5th to the 9th. And then the beginning of courses is from the 11th of January to the end of May. Semester 1, which is the full semester, it starts on the last week of August, and usually integration week, orientation week, commences around on the 23rd of August. And then it's exactly the same situation as for the semester 2, the spring semester. We have it's mandatory orientation week, and the beginning of classes is from the 1st of September to December the 18th. And for the spring semester 2022, which might be, it starts on the 3rd of January with orientation week. Okay. Let's move on. Okay, so with application, you will do the application with your helped by your international department. They will do the application process, and our international exchange officers, the one that deals with the guys that we talked about earlier that deal with all your studies, they also deal with all your application. I don't deal with applications whatsoever because we are we're a very good team with all different departments. So the international exchange officers are the person dealing with your applications with your application staff at your university. So application process is in 3 stages. You start off with your nomination from your home university with your international exchange officer that does that. Then the application is done online with the link that you can see here. And then you choose your exchange program and you follow the very clear indicated procedure. Then you get, which is very important for your visa, you get your letter of acceptance from IESEG. Now, the letter of acceptance is essential for you to get your visa, but don't worry, you get it. We've never had a case where you've never had it. The exchange officers always get your acceptation letter out on time. Then you apply for your visa, then you get your housing, and you will have links and you will have information on housing, who to connect to. It's not Nikki Manning myself, it's Rodica, but you will get all this information. It will be sent to you by mail. You will also get an arrival guide, and we'll talk about that later. And then you can deal with booking your flights. Okay, so let's go on to the visa, because it's very, very important for you. As I told you, we have a person, different people in the campuses dealing with your visa to help you to do your visa. We will help you to confirm your visa. That means once you're here, they don't help you with getting your visa in Indonesia, but they help you once you're in France to deal with the confirmation and to follow the confirmation visa process. So we have people dedicated, one person in Paris called Elena, and Damien Le Rouge in Lille, who are committed to helping you to confirm your visa once you're in France. Okay, so the non-European students, you have to ask for a student long stay visa. It's called, for your studies, it's called the D visa. And it's also called the VLSTS, Visa de Long Séjour, Valant Titre de Séjour. Don't worry about how to say it in French, but it's the VLSTS visa. So that's the one you need to get from the French consulate from your home country. In case that you're not, you're non-European students, you have to apply for a residence title in France. And don't worry about that. We will help you with it's called the carte de séjour, the residence permit, la carte de séjour. Elena also deals with that. So don't worry about that. You will get a presentation, you'll get information, everything you need to be able to do that once you get to France. So in the meanwhile, if you want it to be clearer, you can go onto our website and look to see exactly how it works. Now, when you come to France, we give you everything to help you for your housing, to help you to have housing subsidies. We help you with the transport system. We help you with the visa, all the administrative stuff, which is pretty boring but essential. But we also have the nice side of things. And we have the international clubs. The international clubs that I'm in charge of are students that volunteer to help you to study abroad, not only to study, but to have fun, to show you all the towns, to do events, to take you on trips, to have evening events, to have daily events, to take you on cultural trips, to take you to museums. They arrange all these type of trips and events, and they are dedicated, fantastic people. And with the means of International Club, not only you guys, but all the other international students can get together, get to know each other, exchange, network, get to have new friends from all over the world. And for your future career, these people that you're going to network with might become very important leaders, worldwide leaders, and you guys can meet them. And who knows, in the future, they could be a perfect means for you to link to you to get for your career, your future international career. So for the different clubs, they present during Integration Week, and they also, you can get in touch with them beforehand using the different links, but you will get all this information from an arrival guide. Okay, so here we go. I said to you, you will know afterwards who to contact. Now, normally you don't contact the Associate Director for International Relations, because this guy he's a hands-on guy, but he is not the guy that you need to contact for most things. The most important contacts for you are Coralie Leduc, who is the international manager of the exchange program, which is your case, that she has a mail. And then with regards to each campus, you have the main contacts from the International Relations Department. So you have, for Lille, as I told you, Justine and Damien. And for Paris, me, who gives general information, but I said to you, we divide it up. All the different types of information are given out by different people. Okay, so we're going to end now. I'm not going on to the summer programs. There is an opportunity for you to do a summer program if you're interested in it. It's a fantastic summer program that takes place in July. It's a paid event. It's amazing, but I think I've been taking quite a long time. So let's just leave that now and get back to you guys. So I hope it wasn't too long. It's very late for you.
It's very detailed. Thank you, Mrs. Nikki, for the information that you gave us. So I would like to remind you that we will have now the question and answer sessions. So if you have any questions, you can raise your hands, and also you can chat to our box. And so for those of you who want to ask, you will get the opportunity not only once but twice to get the lucky draw. So do not hesitate to ask us. So I think we have from Karina Fitria Nur Ashari.
Hello. Let me introduce myself. My name is Karina Fitria Nur Ashari. You can call me Nana. I'm from Management 2020. Being the student of change is my dream, right? And I ever said with my parents, and my parents say just ask me how much money I have to prepare to bring you be student of change. And my question is, how much do I charge for an education there? Thank you.
Very nice to meet you, Karina. What is the campus that you think you would be most interested in?
Can you repeat once again?
Sorry, I will speak slower. We have two campuses. Are you interested in the Lille campus or the Paris campus?
I interest in Paris campus.
Okay, so as I told you earlier, unfortunately, the Paris campus is a little bit more expensive for you for living costs, because accommodation and housing is a little bit more than in Lille. So accommodation, it can be up to sometimes $700 a month for student housing, and even more. So that's the most expensive thing about being in the Paris campus, is the cost of living and the cost of housing. But as I said to you, we have student housing, and it ranges from between 600 to 850 for the student housing. It's quite expensive. It's euros, between 700 and 800 euros per month. Then you have the cost of food. Food is quite expensive. Whether it's Lille or Paris, the food there's no different in pricing. We have a great big hypermarket next to the campus, and this hypermarket has very good, is the good prices for buying food, etc. So the most expensive thing about France is the housing for Paris. And I think Lille in comparison would probably be around 600 euros per month compared to Paris, which goes from 650 minimum to 800. What else can I tell you? Transport, you can get a monthly card. It's quite expensive, but you can go everywhere, absolutely everywhere with this monthly card. Of course, for Lille, it would be cheaper because it's a smaller place. But to travel around Paris, if you want to see Paris, there is a monthly travel card, which is about 70 euros a month.
Yes, I see, Miss. But this is not about expensive or not. This is about knowledge, right? Like that. You know, like experience more expensive than like the best experience expensive. More expensive than like I stay in my country, right? I can get another experience. I mean, like that. Like I get uh, a lot of benefit from there if I be being the student of Ching in Paris.
Yes, of course. Yes, yes, it's much more expensive than the cost of living in your country. Yes, it is, but it's the most amazing experience. I mean, it's you know, as we were saying earlier, that you're going to get the experience of an international level, of an international dimension. You're going to see Europe. You're going to see it's absolutely fantastic experience, and it's very important for your future international career to learn about to learn and to acquire your education in an international environment, and especially in Europe, to learn about what's happening in Europe, how things work in it, and learning and discovering Europe.
Thank you, Miss. I hope I can join there. Thank you so much.
If you
Thank
can,
you,
come
Karina.
straight to me and we can discuss things together.
Okay, maybe I will read the questions in the chat, the group chat.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy about your English. Please don't be shy. I really don't want you to feel shy. Please talk with me. Ask any questions you have. I'm very used to this. And if you no worries about making mistakes in English.
So maybe Devara, you would like to ask directly?
Oh, hello.
Hello, Ahmed.
Okay, so before let me introduce myself first. And my name is Ian. I'm coming from. I'm actually the first year students from Pertamina University. It's so astonishing that your explanation is so detailed. As I saw on the IESEG's website, one question that crossed in my mind, of course, that about scholarship. Yes, everyone who wants to go scholarships, right? Can it be obtained for the international students? And how is the mechanism about that scholarships? Grazie.
Okay, that's a great question. I don't have the exact answer about scholarships. I know that we do scholarships for our national students. I don't know personally how it works and if it works for international students, but you know what you can do? I will get in touch with people in charge of scholarships. I'm just writing a little note now, and I'm going to be able to get back to you about that. If you can send me a mail, perhaps Safira, can you send my mail to Ahmad?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you can put it down on a mail, and then I can get back to you and find out. I'm sorry I don't have the answer today, but I'm not so good about scholarships, but I need to find out, and we will get back to you as soon as possible about that.
Okay, for sure. Can I just put it down into the boxes? My Gmail, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
We have some people that have written on the chat.
Yes.
Sorry, I used to have to use my headphone for this. Thank you, Mas Migi, for the opportunity, and thank you to for this sharing session. My name is Devara. I'm from International Relations 2017. I want to ask if would it be eligible if an international relation bachelor to pursue the master degree in the international business negotiation major for the master. Thank you very much.
Sorry, you said you're interested in, sorry?
The international business negotiation
Yeah.
master degree. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
But I am an international relations student,
Yes.
the international relation bachelor actually.
Yep.
So would it be eligible if I want to pursue my master in that major?
It should be eligible. I would like you to send me a mail also. I would like to get you in touch with the team. There's a specific team who deal with this, and I would like you to get you in touch with that team and the specific person in charge of international business. Was it international business you said?
Yes, international business.
Yes, so we have different coordinators and different people in charge of the program and in charge of anything to do with joining the program. So in order for you to join the program or eligible, how you're eligible, how it works, I will, if you would please send me a mail or send it to me by the chat, your mail with your request, your request by the chat. I will promise to get back to you by answering. I will send it to the person in charge of international business, and they will get back to you to give you all of the information pertaining to your request.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Rifara. And also, I would like to invite Khairunisa Shifa to ask directly to Mrs. Nika.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Please.
All right. Thank you for the presentation. If there's one, is international student eligible for that program? Thank you.
What was the name of it? I'm afraid there's an echo. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't hear what.
Oh, it's okay. If I'm wondering if there's any summer program held by the university. If there's one,
Yes, yes.
is international student eligible for that program?
Yes, of course. Unfortunately, I didn't go into the summer program because I realized I've spent a bit too much time in detail with my presentation. Sorry once again, folks, about that, but I think it was quite interesting for you guys. There is a summer program. It's a paid program. It's a paying program. It takes place every summer. It's done by my colleague Farah. And if you will send me your mail on the chat or send me a mail, yes, I will put you in touch with Farah, and Farah will send you the PowerPoint presentation about the Summer Academy.
That'd be good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Don't be shy.
So from Adele, maybe you would like to ask directly, Adele?
Okay, yes. Hello, my name is Adele.
Hi, Adele.
I have a question. As international students, are we required to take a French language course? If not, does IESEG provide one that we can take in the university?
Absolutely. Yes, Adele. Yes, it's a French name. Your name is French. Adele is French origin, yeah?
All right.
So, yes.
For it?
Excuse me.
Do we have to pay for it?
No, no, no. There is the opportunity for all of our exchange students. It's not obligatory, it's not mandatory, but all exchange students have the means of doing French classes. It doesn't matter which level you are, you will be. At the beginning, there's a session during orientation week. We have a French class session. Either you do your test online beforehand so that we can discover which level you are. Once we know the level that you're in, you are put into different classes, of course, according to your level. And then if, for instance, your class is too difficult for you, or if we haven't assessed you, or if you've put yourself on a lower level or a too high a level, then we can adjust the level. Yes, you have the means of having French classes during your exchange, and they're not paid.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adele. So we have another questions from Gymnastia Sukarno Putra. You can ask directly, Gymnastiar.
Yes, of course. Thank you for the opportunity. Hello, it's very nice to meeting with you, ma'am.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Gymnastiar. I'm forward to asking this. I saw that there is almost no reason to arguing about the overall quality of IESEG University, but there's kind of person that worried about social atmosphere in living abroad.
Of course, it's normal.
Such a racist issue and other kind of that issue, you know that. And how's IESEG University take that issue? Thanks.
Great question. I'm glad you asked me that question. It's a good question. Well, with regards to racism, worldwide, there's always racism. So that you can't avoid in any country in the world or any culture or anything. So with regards to that, everybody's faced to racism. In France, I would not say we're a racist country or a racist city because we have many, many, many different immigrants from all different cultures, from all different religions and all different countries. So we are a multicultural city. So is Lille. So that's no problem. With regards to Ayasec school at Lille and in Paris, we do not have racist issues. I can assure you that you will not be treated badly. I personally are in charge of international club, and I can tell you I know all about different issues and that we don't have racist issues in IESEG. We are very good with our students. We have created these international clubs for integration of different communities and different religions, different colors and different cultures. Everybody, we are happy. We do many events, many multicultural projects. Within, we have a multicultural project team. It's not the international club, it's a team where we do events for you to mix and you will not feel racism. We also have I know the international club had an association. There is an association in IESEG to fight against racism, but not only in IESEG, but on a general level. So you do not need to worry about that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for the answer. And
Pleasure.
That's all.
Okay, maybe that's the last questions. So I would like to add that for those of you guys who want to take a student exchange, you will get the free tuition fee. You just pay to the Universitas Pertamina and you don't have to pay to IESEG.
No.
Yes. So
No.
seems like there's no questions, and I think that Mrs. Nikki's explanation is clear enough. And we have heard a lot of useful information from Mrs. Nikki Manning, and we get new insights about the international relations teams that very diverse from Belgium to Moldova, and about that the international relations teams that will help you from visa to housing, and IESEG has to campuses in La Défense and in Lille. And finally, that we also get more about the exchange program that in spring from January to May, and fall semester from September to December. So thank you very much, Mrs. Nikki, for sharing. It's really great to have you in this in these info sessions.
I hope it wasn't too long for you. I'm sorry, I think I got very enthusiastic because we have a we are a really amazing university, as you can see, and a school of management. And I just wanted you to know that above all, and the most important message I would like to put over before I say goodbye, and is to say that we are fun people, we are nice people, and we are helpful people. And we have been awarded this fantastic bienvenue, welcome to from Campus France, because we are solely international relations, dedicated to making you be welcome to Paris, to IESEG, to not be lost, to not panic, to not get upset, to not feel depressed or homesick. We're there to make you, to put in contact with the international club students that will help you, will take you everywhere. And if, despite all of our help on the heavy administrative stuff, we'll help you with that, it's really well done. If despite all of that, you're not happy and you need a shoulder to lean on or somewhere to go and someone to speak to, you got Mami Nikki, which means Grandma Nikki, who will be here whenever you need her to come and talk to in private, confidentially, to make you feel better. But I don't think you will need me, but if you do, I will be there for you.
Okay.
So welcome to IESEG. Please come and join us very soon.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Nikki.
So I will leave you. I'm sorry it's late at night.
So
Shall
maybe you can stay with us for a little bit moment.
If you wish.
Yes. So finally, I asked before that we will do a lucky draw, and we choose the lucky participant before we really end this session. So maybe Miss Safira, can you help me?
I'm here. Can you see my screen? The wheels. Can you see the wheels?
Yes.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I will count from 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So congratulations to Nabila Adekayanti for the winner of the lucky draw. And we have another lucky draw, right, Miss Safira, for those who already asked some questions.
Yes, we have.
So I will count.
Yes. Okay, wait. I made it full screen. Okay.
1, 2, 3. So congratulations to Ahmad Ardiansyah to get the lucky draw. So please contact us through WhatsApp or direct message to our Instagram. And once again, congratulations. And before we really end these info sessions, let's take a picture together with Mrs. Nikki. Please, for all the participants, please turn on your camera and we will take the pictures. So maybe Miss Safira or Miss Vidya, could you help me?
Wait, I'm working on it. My laptop is hanged. Wait. Oh, there it is. So, okay. So I think there are still some people who haven't opened their cameras. Mas Miki, if you let me, I would like to say something.
Yes, please.
So as students, I would like to remind you that tomorrow we still have another info session, but tomorrow we will have a ambassador of Indonesia for Kazakhstan and Tajikistan. So don't forget to register yourself. And then it's still in connection with IESEG. Sorry, IESEG. In Saturday, we will have a sharing session with the APSA alumni from IESEG. So there will be Zaki Cesario, and then we will have Asti and Camila. They're already working now, so they will share about their international experience at IESEG and also their current career life. Okay, so Mas Miki, without further ado, I think we can take
please.
The photo for first layer. Sorry, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, can we take it one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Wait.
Did it work?
Yes, it's working, but I need to save it first. I'm really sorry. My laptop is not really good. It's not really in a good condition. Wait, yes, wait. Okay, we can take another one. So for the second monitor, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2. Okay, so
Okay.
yes.
So I would like to inform to you, like for students, that we will have a TikTok competitions that you can get a chance to win the prizes with total up to 1 million rupiah. All the detail of the terms and conditions are already explained in our Instagram post. So don't forget to check our social media from time to time, because we will update many other interesting events as long as this virtual International Week 2020 helps. So I think it's enough for today. Thank you again for Mrs. Nikki.
It was a great pleasure.
Yes, it was a great pleasure.
Hope I will see you one day on your campus.
Yes, thank you very much for having me as the host, and see you when I see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Au revoir.
Au revoir.